All right, buddy guy, it was good seeing you this week. Tell you what, this week is going to be bookwork, so what I want you to do is do exactly what I'm going to be doing on this, I would like you to take a piece of paper and to draw 6 strings on 6 pieces. If you've got standard college rule, you have got 22 lines that you could utilize up to 33 without doing any spaces. So what I want you to do is do something like this. Leave the first line, blah, blah, blah. The second line, highlight it, and then make yourself all these little groupings of 6 lines. Do the whole line. And what you're going to do is you're going to leave a space in between here and then do it again on your piece of paper. Blah, 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 blah. I'm only going to do it once because I'm not doing it twice. But you are, and I want you to look at this. You're making out your frets, which means when we're going to go through here, we're going to be doing a little bit of fretboard analyzation. We know what the name of our open strings are because we've been playing for quite a while. So what we want to do is just write them down here so we have a basis that our brain could go off of. So our double E's, high E, low E, we've got right above that our A, D, G, and then another B. What we're going to do here is, you know that the top 2 lines are E's. When we go to this first line, I could either write this whole thing out twice, or I could put an E sharp / F. Right here, I could put an F sharp / G flat. Right here, a G. This is a G sharp or an A flat. This is an A sharp or a B flat. This right here is going to be a B. Notice how I go from B to C, but I'm still going to say this silly thing. I'm going to say B sharp, even though you and I, we will not talk about B sharp unless we're in the key of C sharp, and that'll make more sense later. Right here, we got a C sharp or a D flat. Prow meow, got a D sharp or an E flat. Our E flat goes to either an E sharp or an F. Now, once again, I don't really call any of my F naturals E flat. The only time I'll do that is if I'm in a specific key which calls for me to do that. C sharp or C flat. Or using double flats, but that's way too advanced. And then what we should have here is when we get through all these notes is you should notice that fret 1 is right, meow, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this last fret should have the notes of F, F sharp or G flat, G, G sharp or A flat. Here's where I messed up. So if you mess up, go back and redo this. Put down these right here. This would be A. Yeah? So A flat, A, just like that. Now I can call this G double sharp if I wanted to, but that would be silly. I could call this A double flat if I wanted to, but that also would be silly. So I'm going to be putting this back here. This is going to be an A sharp or B flat. B flat's going to go to a B or a C flat, I guess if you want to call that. There's no half step here as there's none between there, but I can call it a B sharp if we'd like, and a C. Here's our C sharp and our D flat. This is going to be our D sharp or an E flat. This E flat's going to go right here to an E sharp or an F, and as I just said, we don't really call it that, but we are for this purpose. And then my 12th fret right here, guess what? It's going to be the same as my open string. Oh my goodness, yes. So when I get through all of this, I realize that all these notes have functionality. So I'm going to do it all in black. You're going to write these out, but I'm going to do it quicker rather than talking so you can watch it. Do not copy exactly what I do. Try and do it on your own the first time. But heck, if you can't get through it, then watch this. I even screwed up, yada yada. So here's our A, so this is an A sharp or a B flat. This is going to be a B note or a C flat, but we're not really going to call it a C flat. This is going to be our B double sharp, but I'm never going to call that C. This is our C sharp or a D flat. This is going to be our D sharp or an E flat. This is going to be my E flat right here. All right. C, C sharp, D. I did it again. That's funny. D. Not a D sharp. So E flat is the same as a D sharp. D sharp, E flat. So my 7th is going to be E. Then I have an E sharp or an F, which I won't ever call it an E sharp. I'll always call it an F. When we go to here, we have an F sharp and a G flat. 10th fret, you're gonna have a G sharp right here, or an A flat. This is gonna be an A. This is gonna be a A sharp or a B flat. That's what it is. Every time we go through these, you're gonna see a different note being portrayed. So when you get through these, this third string right here is our D, right? So we've got a D note. This is a D sharp or an E flat. This is gonna be E. This is gonna be an F, or call it E sharp, but I'm not. It's an F sharp or a G flat. This is a G sharp or an A flat. It's gonna be an A sharp or a B flat. This 9th fret here is going to be a B. And it's gonna be a B sharp or a C. Never gonna call it a B sharp. C, this is gonna be a C sharp or a D flat. Call them both. This one's gonna be a D note. And then of course, when I go on so far, so on, we have more, but D, octave. When we come down to here, this is gonna be the G, so we're gonna have a G sharp or an A flat. This note's gonna be an A sharp or a B flat. This is gonna be a B, or this is gonna be a B sharp, but I'm gonna call it a C. I'm never gonna call it really a B sharp. C, this is gonna be a C sharp or a D flat. This is going to be a D. This guy here is gonna be a D sharp or an E flat. See how this is all going? This next one is going to be an E. Next is an F or an E sharp, but I'm never gonna call it that. This is an F sharp or a G flat, and then my last note right here on the 12th is a G, which should be the same as my open string. My second to last here is my B, so this is a B sharp or a C, as you know. I'm not gonna call it a B sharp. C sharp here on the 2nd fret, or a D flat. This 3rd fret is going to be the D. You'll know that because our D major has a D, F sharp, and an A in it. Plop, plop, plop. So when we go here, is a D sharp or an E flat. This is going to be a E, F, E sharp, but I'll never call it that, F. It's going to be an F sharp or a G flat. This is going to be a G, G sharp here, or it's all right. G sharp or A flat. This is going to be an A. This is going to be an A sharp or a B flat. I generally call them A sharps and B flats all the time. And then this is going to be a B, 12th fret, same as the open string. And then lastly, our open E is the same as our bottom string. But I'm going to do it again for you anyways because it does help a lot to do just the E string. So in order of our frets, we have E on the open string. F is our 1st fret. 2nd fret is F sharp. 3rd fret is G. 4th fret is going to be a G sharp or an A flat. So we're just going to put both right here. Bloopity bloop. Right, just like here is an F sharp or a G flat. Right here we're going to get to A. That's going to be going all the way up through here. Our A sharp or a B flat. Then it's going to go to a B, then a C. We then have a C sharp or a D flat. Moving all the way down here. We have a D after that. D sharp. We then go to a E because the D sharp is the same as the E flat. Nextly, we could have an E sharp, but we call it F. So on, and that would be the 13th fret. This is 12th fret, 11th fret, 10th fret, so on and so forth. So this week, I would like you to draw out your fretboard 2 or 3 times and write all the letters. And when you write those letters out, look at the letters. Don't just draw it out. Have fun writing it out. You will see correlations between where a G is right here and then up on the D string, E string, D string, skipping the A string, skipping these, and you'll see this G will also be up here on this high E string. What happens is we find ourselves looking at patterns that keep repeating themselves. So when you play a pattern like a G major, which incorporates that open G, has a note down here, here, and then up here, if we bar the 5th fret and we play that same G shape at the 7th fret, or 8th fret rather, we get a C major. And if you move it down, you get a B major. And if you move it down, you get a B flat. So all these different tones and all these different chords are movable. And what I'd like to do is take it and explain it in a fashion where we can start taking the chords we've already learned and utilizing them all over the fretboard. Sound fun? All starts with a little know-how on what these notes are called. Whether you're doing Mary Had a Little Lamb or doing the 1812th Overture, all this stuff is the same. It's just the level at which you do it at and the speed at which you do it at. We're not here to learn it or to conquer Rome. We're here to not master it. We're here just to observe it and to enjoy it. So if you enjoyed what we did today, draw this out, and we'll take it from there. Aloha.